Well, hello, this is Dr. David Jockers, and today we are talking about the extensive benefits of coenzyme Q10, otherwise known as ubiquinone, ubiquinol. You'll hear several different names for it, but this is a very, very key nutrient in our body that we need to produce energy within every cell of the body. We're going to go through the benefits, the best foods, how to supplement correctly, and how to know if you need a supplement like this. And so if you don't know me, my name's Dr. David Jockers. I'm a doctor of natural medicine. I have a clinic, Exodus Health Center, in the Kennesaw, Georgia, just outside of Atlanta area. And I help people overcome all different types of chronic health disorders and really live the abundant life that I believe what we're all created for. This is my beautiful wife, Angel, my little boys, David and Joshua there. And so as we jump into this topic, what is CoQ10? As you can see here, it is a fat-soluble nutrient made by our body, but can also be consumed in foods. We can consume this in food, particularly mostly in animal-based foods, and we'll talk about that. And it's a spark plug that ignites the body's engine by jump-starting energy production within every cell of the body. It is cellular energy fuel, and it goes through the mitochondria in through the electron transport system to basically create ATP, cellular energy, in the body. And so what are the benefits of it? Well, obviously, like I've been talking about, energy. So it's all about supporting the mitochondria and producing energy. And so when we're deficient in coenzyme Q10, we oftentimes will have things like fatigue, aches and pains, reduced libido. So obviously enhancing CoQ10 is going to enhance all of those things. Also very, very good for mood stability, for heart health. You know, our heart and our brain are the areas that are most dense in mitochondria, the areas that really depend on coenzyme Q10 more than any other tissue. And so, as you can see here, it improves cardiovascular function and cognitive function. So very, very important for brain and heart. Also, headaches. So when we have low CoQ10, we oftentimes won't be able to produce enough energy within our neurological cells, and we can oftentimes have excitotoxicity that leads to headaches. Okay. Also, healthy vision and hearing in general, oral health, very important. And then just basically anti-aging characteristics like smooth, youthful skin, super important. So basically, oxidative stress is really the enemy when we have excessive amounts of oxidative stress. It's the enemy of healthy aging, healthy mitochondrial function. So we're always going to have oxidative stress. And when it's kept in balance, it actually strengthens our body. Like exercise produces a lot of oxidative stress. But if our body's kept in balance, we don't overtrain, we provide the right nutrients for our body, we keep our stress levels down, we sleep well, then we're able to support that with a really strong antioxidant defense system. When we're able to support that, we get stronger. So oxidative stress can actually prime our body and help us get stronger. However, if we're not getting this mitochondrial support nutrients, if we've got an excessive bombardment of oxidative stress, then we're going to accelerate the aging process. We're going to degenerate faster, and we're going to have a lot of health problems. And so when it comes to mitochondrial damage, obviously chronic fatigue, developmental delays, you can see here, diabetes, Parkinson's, Alzheimer's disease, Lou Gehrig's, fibromyalgia, all different types of issues. And you can see a lot of these issues here are, again, brain and heart based, right? So epilepsy, seizure disorders. So a lot of them are brain and heart based because that's where, you know, the most of these mitochondria are. So, and they're also in the muscle tissues. So you might have things like fibromyalgia, you know, things like, you know, just weakening of muscles, cerebral palsy. So again, you know, this is mitochondrial issues. And so key nutrients to support mitochondria, well, things like resveratrol, so polyphenols can really support mitochondrial function. Also, so polyphenols, resveratrol and green tea, as you can see there, are polyphenols, and quercetin as well. Quercetin we find in things like onions. You can also supplement with it. ECGC is what's in green tea. It's also in dark chocolate. Resveratrol we find in berries. Of course, you know, supplemental doses are going to be that much more powerful because you really can't get enough of those things just from foods to really have the most significant impact. However, food we want to use as medicine for a supportive lifestyle, and especially if you're young, you really don't need to supplement with these things. You just eat the right foods and keep your stress levels down, you do well. But as you get older and you start getting the mitochondrial damage, doing extra supplementation with a lot of these nutrients can be extraordinarily helpful. N-acetylcysteine and glutathione, high quality omega-3 fatty acids, alpha lipoic acid, acetyl L-carnitine, CoQ10, obviously all these things super important for mitochondrial health. So best food sources, these are the things that I'll recommend. Okay. The top sources are going to be animal-based foods. Pasture-raised meats, organ meats are the most dense form of coenzyme Q10. So whether it's heart, liver, kidneys, and our ancestors, when they would kill an animal, of course they would consume the entire animal, but the number one area that they focused on first, they didn't go for the muscle meat. They would go in and use the organ meats first. And same thing with wild animals. When a lion kills a gazelle, they actually will eat out the heart, the liver first. Okay. And it's not like they know there's more CoQ10 in there. They just know there's more vital energy in there. They're attracted to it. It's part of their instinct. And what gives it that vital energy? One of the key things is this coenzyme Q10, these mitochondrial support nutrients, L-carnitine, acetyl L-carnitine that's going to be in there, glutathione boosting agents. You're also going to have B vitamins and stuff like that to help really run the mitochondria and the electron transport system. So they just know the vital energy in there, and that's why they're consuming that. Okay, wild caught fish, another great source. Pasture raised egg yolk, good source of CoQ10, grass fed butter. So plant-based foods do have some amount, but just not as much. Okay, because plants don't rely as much on CoQ10 when they're producing their energy, and so they're naturally not going to have as much. So avocados, olives and olive oil, broccoli, cauliflower, sweet potatoes, nuts. These are really good healthy foods we should always be including in our diet anyways. Good food sources like this, really good real food in general is going to be great. But again, we really want to support that CoQ10. Those organ meats are definitely, top of the list for that. Okay, so CoQ10 and disease, we know that significantly decreased levels of CoQ10 have been associated with a wide variety of diseases. It can be caused, CoQ10 deficiency can be caused by a diet lacking in CoQ10, of course. So processed foods, if we're eating a lot of processed foods, we're not going to get the key things that we need to produce CoQ10. We're not going to consume the CoQ10. So, and we're going to drain it out. So processed foods are anti-nutrients. They're going to drain these types of things. So very important, again, that we are supporting these, and especially for heart disease and neurodegenerative diseases and also things like fibromyalgia, it's that much more important to support your CoQ10 levels. Okay, now a big issue that I see is medications depleting CoQ10. And so you can see this long list of medications here, everything you can imagine. So ACE inhibitors for blood pressure, antacids are going to play a role with that. And you can see these things are depleting a lot of different nutrients, but the key ones for CoQ10 are going to be anti-diabetic drugs. All right, so glucophage, which is a common one, beta blockers, which are very commonly prescribed for heart disease, and they deplete CoQ10 even more. You've also got, of course, the most commonly known ones are going to be your statin drugs, and we'll talk about that in just a second, but you can also see vasodilators are going to play a role in that. Again, these are what they give to heart disease patients, and you can see that, where is it? Oh, diuretics. Okay, so again, diuretics, another common one that's given to congestive heart failure, and oftentimes you've got fluid leaking into the lungs, and so they give diuretics to help drain that, but you can see it depletes all your key electrolytes, zinc, CoQ10. So, these medications maybe for a short period of time in an acute situation, I'm okay with that, but if we're doing those as a lifestyle intervention or something that we're doing just ongoing to be alive, obviously, it's not going to be beneficial. And it's also going to depend, some of these medications, I should say that, some individuals are going to need some of these medications in certain circumstances, but they should definitely be supporting themselves with high doses of supplemental CoQ10 and eating the CoQ10 rich foods like we talked about. And in particular, statin drugs. We know that statin drugs, without a doubt, will block the production of CoQ10. So this is one of the key factors, that they break into, that they inhibit. And so without a doubt, we need to be supplementing. If you're going to take a statin drug, which I don't recommend, but if you're going to, you should be taking a minimum 100 milligrams coenzyme Q10. And I probably would recommend more like 300 milligrams of CoQ10 if that's what you're doing. And really the good thing about CoQ10 is when you're supplementing with these kind of ranges, 100 to 300 milligrams, your chance of developing side effects is extremely slim. You're really not going to deal with it. But if you are supplementing with high doses, because there's a lot of people that will supplement 500 milligrams up to a gram a day, you may experience at some point low blood sugar, low blood pressure, loss of appetite, light sensitivity, digestive problems that just come on. And that could be a sign to drop down your CoQ10. So just look out for that. And anytime you're on obviously thyroid medications, blood thinners, there's always things that could be impacted when we take a new supplement. So if you're going to use high doses, I think you're safe with 100 milligrams if you're on thyroid medication, blood thinners, or other major medications. But certainly if you're going to go up higher, then you should definitely consult with your doctor. Now, statins, you definitely would want to be on higher. And that's what I was talking about there before. Cholesterol medications, you definitely want to be on a higher dose. Now, a lot of people are concerned about, what form, because there's a lot of different forms of coenzyme Q10. And so you've got ubiquinol, which is activated form, and ubiquinone, which is a stable form. And so basically, there's a lot of people that are promoting ubiquinol as the better form out in the marketplace. However, the major studies that have been done that I was able to see, 2 of them found no significant difference. One found ubiquinol was better. The other found ubiquinone was better. So we really haven't seen the research actually showing which one is definitely better. So at this point, we don't fully know that. Okay, so you can try both and see which ones you respond better to. We sell a supplement called Brain Supercharge, which I love because this is a supplement with ubiquinone and also with N-acetylcysteine, alpha lipoic acid in there, acetyl L-carnitine. So all these types of mitochondrial support nutrients, really powerful for the mitochondria. This also has phosphatidylserine in it, which is really powerful for brain tissue. So really for all the cell membranes in the brain, for supporting neurotransmitter production, really powerful for that. So this is a great supplement. So if you're looking to get started with CoQ10, this can be, a really good one that you could use, the Brain Supercharge, which again, the full complex of mitochondrial support nutrients. And so hopefully you guys really enjoyed today's training. If you do have questions, definitely put them in the comments box below the video, because I do try to get to the comments and address those as much as possible throughout the week. So if you do, be sure to do that. Be sure to subscribe to our channel so you don't miss these weekly trainings on a wide variety of topics. And I look forward to seeing you guys on a future online training. And be sure, if you haven't already, to check out our website. We've got a great digestion energy quick start guide and my top 10 fat burning dessert recipes that you can get for free by going to drjockers.com. So I'll see you guys on a future online training. God bless everybody. Bye-bye.